Welcome to Chamber Exchange, a TV show. My name is Tim Murray, President and CEO of the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce. And Chamber Exchange, a TV show, is an opportunity for you, our viewers, to listen and see our guests who talk about a range of issues relating to economic development, job creation, and the good of our community here in Central Mass. Our sponsor that helps make Chamber Exchange a TV show happen is Bank Hometown. We want to thank them for sponsoring us. We're going to kick off this segment with Daniel Dimezza, who is the CEO of Summit Agency and the Executive Director of Summit Academy, and his colleague, Oliver Joseph, who is a psychiatrist and Chief Medical Officer at Summit as well. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Tim. Thank you very much for having us.
Well, great. And just for our viewers, I'm just going to frame it up quick, and then maybe Dan, you can jump in, and then Oliver can follow. But Summit Agency, has built a reputation of working with people in the autism community, built a great track record in addressing a growing need that we see throughout the country and here in the region as well. So Dan, maybe you could kind of fill in some of that with some more detail.
Absolutely. Our mission is really to support neurodiverse children and young adults, some of them on the autism spectrum, to reach their full potential for independent, productive, and happy lives. So we do that through a number of different ways. And we started out with a school, Summit Academy School, which you mentioned. And we've been there for 14 years and using a lot of evidence-based techniques to really support the kids and teach them to help themselves, independent living skills to move forward. And so what we found when we were talking with all of our parents, I went to a lot of different agencies, looking at the data, there was just a tremendous need for additional services outside of our school. So it was in the home services that's needed, psychiatric, mental health counseling, social skills, and then for the older kids, being able to go away to college. So a lot of our kids in our population aren't able to, they have the cognitive ability to do very well in the academics, but just sometimes need a lot of help living independently and going away to school. So that's what really drove this expansion.
Right. And Oliver, I mean, we recognize that there's a way for all kids to contribute and learn and engage, and you play a role in that process, working with your colleagues, with parents, and with the students.
Yeah, absolutely, Tim. So through the Academy, we really try to employ kind of behavioral services as well as academic supports. And we're in the process of kind of expanding our clinical services there to really make sure that we're focusing on the students in kind of a 360-degree sort of model. As Dan was saying, we're really excited about the expansion because what this will be doing is not only kind of giving us the supported dorm environment, but also we'll be opening a health and wellness clinic, which will really be aimed at helping kids with autism and related conditions through different services that are traditionally hard to reach. So kind of the mainstay of services for us are going to be psychiatric services, mental health counseling, and behavioral services. But longer term, we hope to kind of include and expand other options, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech and language, because these are typically the domains that kids and adults with autism usually need in some way, shape, or form.
And in that, let's talk about this expansion. Things don't, and every human being at 18, certain things don't stop and start. Or you graduate from college. I mean, there's ongoing learning, training, supports that we all need. And your expansion is kind of a continuation of that, but kind of focused on the college age. So why don't we talk about some of the specifics in the announcement and ribbon cutting?
Sure, yeah, the Summit campus really is like a living, learning, residential experience. And students can attend any of the colleges in the consortium, but they would live with us, learning, getting all the strategies, year or two, or if longer, to either go onto their campus or onto more of independent living. So that's very important to us. And also, I just wanted to add on the Health and Wellness Center. all of our services are going to not only be for our kids in the school and our students in the dormitory, but it's very important to us that we're going to be a resource for the community at large. There are so many families in need of all of these services. There's waiting lists, sometimes years, to get some of these services. And so, we are going to be open for the community to also come in and utilize that.
And that's important. We talk about this worker shortage right now, and it even predates COVID. I mean, candidly, the employer community, we can't have anybody on the bench. And that means we need to think outside the box, making sure that there's supports there. We know that people with the right supports can contribute, regardless of wherever they're coming from and whatever issues they're working through. And Oliver, I assume you play a role in kind of help facilitate a lot of that.
Yeah. I mean, Tim, I think what you're saying is so true. And really to highlight the Summit campus a little bit more, just kind of building on what Dan was saying. I really like to think of it as kind of a supported dorm environment. And traditionally for kids with autism and related conditions, they get a lot of support on the academic side of things, whether it's kind of through the younger years of schooling on IEPs, or even through student accessibility services and academic supports as they transition into college. But historically, there's also a great deal of difficulty for some of these kids working and living independently. So working on kind of independent living skills. These maybe things like managing finances, grocery shopping, running errands, as well as social skills. And really what the nice component or nice focus of the dorm is it's really going to be a therapeutic environment with kind of in vivo learning, in vivo supports, in-home behavioral supports, coaching to help these students really thrive and excel on these independent living conditions and in this environment. And
look, it builds on one of the region's assets. We've got a dozen colleges and universities in the area, and these 36,000 college students come from all backgrounds and stripes. And this program is going to build on that strength and actually add to kind of the diversity of the student population. And as I said, we need all of these young people, graduated, prepared, and ready, for the workforce or to start their own business. We got just a minute left, so I want to talk about the kickoff. If there's a family, Dan, to your point, or the community that want to learn more about the services, people want to contribute, get involved in the fundraising campaign. We've got just a minute left, so get it all out there.
Okay, great. Thank you. So yeah, we are kicking off with a ribbon cutting tonight. Both of these buildings are opening in July. Our website is all redone. We've rebranded with new logos and all. So it's summitagencyma.com. And from there, you'll be able to get on the Summit campus website, the Summit Health and Wellness website. We are looking to do a big fundraiser in September. So we don't have a date yet, but it looks like that. But we do have some other areas to donate with. We're doing a brick garden in here. So we're going to have that at the ribbon cutting tonight. So there are certainly different ways. We are a 501c3 nonprofit, and we certainly operate really in the spirit of that.
That's great. Well, Dan Dimezza and Oliver Joseph, thank you for the work that Summit Agency does and Summit Academy and providing opportunities for young people and families. And we're really excited that we're going to be a part of it today and getting the word out. So congratulations. We'll look forward to partnering with you.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it.
And now to our viewers, stay with us. We're going to come right back for our next segment.
These days, you've got your hands full in life. That's why we help you bank simply and securely with tools like Face ID and Touch ID. It's why we make it easy to make purchases on the go and get cash back while you're at it. Why we help you quickly deposit checks wherever you are. And it's why we lend a hand with sending and receiving money right from your phone. So even when you're on the move, you can manage your finances. Bank Hometown. Unlock your potential.
Worcester, a city with heart, history, and promise. A hub of innovation in life sciences, education, and healthcare. Home to multi-generational families, first-generation citizens, and next-generation baseball and hockey greats. Home to great parks, world-class museums, theaters, and restaurants. Worcester, the place to visit, to invest, and to call home.